This video will be on long division. Let's first go over some important terms when it comes to division. So here we have 325 divided by 25. Now the 325 is also known as the dividend, which is the number being divided. And the 25 is known as the divisor because it's the number that divides the dividend. Now this will be important when it comes to long division. So the first step in doing said long division is to take the first digit of the dividend, 3, and divide it by the divisor, 25. Now we see that 3 divided by 25 ends up being a fraction, meaning that it equals 0 whole number with a remainder of 3, which gets us the fraction. So the second step is to take that whole number result of 0 and place it at the top. Any remainders, like the remainder of 3, are ignored at this point. Now we're going to want to take the answer from the first operation, 0, and multiply it by the divisor, 25. The result, which would be 0, because 25 times 0 is 0, is then placed under the number divided into, or placed under the dividend, right here. From there, we can subtract the bottom number of 0 from the top number of 3, which gets us 3, which was our previous remainder. Now we're going to want to bring down the next digit of the dividend, 2, which gets us 32. From there, we divide that 32 by the divisor of 25, which gets us one whole number with a remainder of 7. From here, the whole number result of 1 is placed at the top. Any remainders are ignored at this point. From here, we take the answer from the previous operation of 1, multiply the divisor, 25, and then place it under the last number divided into, which would be 32, so we place it here. Now, just like before, we are going to subtract the bottom number of 25 by the top number of 32, which gets us 7. Then, just like we did before, we're going to bring down the next digit of the dividend, which is 5. And hopefully here you see a pattern start to develop. Now we're going to divide the 75, which was formed by the remainder, and then 5 brought down from the dividend, and we're going to divide it by a divisor of 25. And 75 divided by 25 gets us 3 with a remainder of 0. Now we're going to put the whole number result at the top. So we're going to place 3 at the top, and any remainders are again ignored at this point. Then the answer from the previous operation, which is 3, is going to be multiplied by the divisor of 25, and once again the result is placed under the number divided into, so we place the 75 under the 75. Finally, we are going to subtract the bottom number from the top number. 75 minus 75 is 0. That means that we have no more remainders, and that gets us a final answer of 13. Now let's get into some practice problems. First, 374 divided by 34. So the first step is taking the first digit of the dividend, which is 3, and dividing it by the divisor, 34. We know that 34 goes into 3 0 times, so we have a whole number result of 0. And we multiply the 0 by the 34, we get 0. So we subtract that 0 from the 3, and we get 3. And then we bring down the 7. 34, then we divide 37 by 34. 34 goes into 37 one time. 1 times 34 is 34. We subtract those, and we get a remainder of 3. Then we bring down the 4. We get 34. 34 goes into 34 one time. So we get a whole number result of 1. And then from there, we do 1 times 34, which is 34. 34 minus 34 is 0, which means that our answer of 374 over 34 is 11. So here in our second example, we have 327 divided by 27. So we're going to take the first digit in dividend of 3 divided by the 27. 27 goes into 3 0 times, so we have a whole number result of 0. When we multiply 0 and 27 together, we get 0 and 3 minus 0 is 3. Then we bring the 2 down, and we get 32. 27 goes into 32 one whole time, so we get a whole number result of 1. 1 times the divisor of 27 is 27, so we subtract that from the 32, and we get 5. And then we bring down the 7, and we get 57. 27 goes into 57 2 times, so we put a whole number result of 2 on top, and we know that 2 times 27 is 54. So now we subtract the 54 from the 57, which gets us a remainder of 3. Now we don't have anything else to pull down, so our 3 is our remainder here, and we put it over the 27. So we get an answer of 12 and 3/27. However, we can simplify that because 27 over 3 is 9. So that means that 3 over 27 is also 1/9. And we can still, if we wanted to have an improper fraction instead of a mixed number, we can multiply the 12 by the 9 and get 108, add 1 to get 109. So we can write an equivalent improper fraction of 109 over 9, and that is our final answer. And that is all you need to know for long division.